Hey guys, I want to show you our cargo carrier that we use to carry all of our luggage. It's a Sport 20 SV cargo carrier from Sears. Now I purchased this thing last year from a friend of ours on Facebook. She sold it for $75, which I thought was a really good deal considering I've seen them for like $230, $240, even up to $250 online. Now this thing will hold up to 150 pounds and that carries all the stuff that we need. It's really light. I can put it up on top of the van myself. It's not heavy at all. Kind of bulky and big. But I did load it on top of the van myself right before our trip. Now it's still loaded with our luggage. We just got back from Topsail Beach, North Carolina. We took a long weekend and went down there, and we used this to haul all of our luggage. So this thing's still loaded with all the luggage. I wanted to show you how much it'll hold, just so you can see it for yourself. This is what the cargo carrier looks like on the van. Now, I have the doors open, obviously, and I load this thing. When I put it on and fasten it, I leave just enough room for that back gate to open. Now, if you don't have anything to stand on, how I get to it to access the inside to get the luggage out is with the gate down. We have a hitch hauler that I keep on the back. Now, I access the top by standing on the hitch hauler, and then I have to step on the bumper once the gate's closed to actually access everything on the inside. The cargo carrier attaches to the cross rails. Now, if you've seen my other videos, you probably remember that I made these cross rails, and the reason I had to make them is because when we purchased the cargo carrier, I didn't realize that Honda Odysseys didn't have cross rails. So I had to make those. Works great. The cargo carrier attaches by 2 bolts on this side and 2 bolts on the other side, and there's like a little wing nut on the inside of the cargo carrier, and you just tighten them up. And there is a plate on the bottom, and there's a plate on the inside that keeps the bolts from pulling through the plastic. I believe that's just plastic, but that metal plate keeps it protects this from breaking, from putting too much pressure on the bolts. That's what it looks like. Now, like I said, we just got back. I don't know if you can see all the bugs, but man, it's a ton of bugs on that thing. And it rides really good. It doesn't seem to blow around, doesn't make any noise. Now, I've seen some reviews online of people complaining about the noise they make. And I would say that if they're making that much noise, you probably don't have them attached correctly. They're not tight enough or something, because this thing does not give any trouble at all. So that's what it looks like. And it's kind of aerodynamic, and it does hold water. I'll tell you that. Right in that dip right up there, it will hold a little bit of water, and there's 2 grooves. See if I can show you that. There's 2 grooves, one there and one over there, and it's probably dirty now from all the pollen where it was holding water. But it will hold water right in those 2 grooves just a little bit. All right, let me unlock this thing right quick. Also, before I unlock it, another way to access the inside, if you don't have a hitch hauler on the back, you could move this thing forward. You could have it forward on the van and then just use the step here to access that, because once you stand on it, you can reach inside there. All right, once you put the key in and turn it, you can't pull the key out until you shut it and lock it again. All right, when you open it, it has 2 hinges that allow it to stay open. Pull all the way up, and those hinges, I don't know if you can see, it's kind of dark in there. There's a hinge on each side, and they hold it up. And the way you shut it is you simply pull it down, and it breaks them down again. So it's pretty cool. Now, I don't know if you can see in there, I have 2 large suitcases, a smaller suitcase up front, and then a bag of dirty clothes. I'm guessing we're not the only people that come home with a garbage bag full of dirty clothes. Okay, I've got all the luggage out but one piece. And one issue that you may have, if you can't access from the side, what you may want to do is use a long beach towel. That's what we use, and put it under the first piece and slide it forward. There's always enough sticking out the back that when it's time to unload it, you can simply grab the beach towel and pull the luggage to you. Because honestly, that's a pretty long stretch. I guess you could make a stick with a hook or something like that, but a beach towel works really good for us. Okay, here it is empty, and you can see there's 4 bolts on either side, 2 at the front and 2 at the back. It's kind of dark up front. There they are. On both sides. And like I said, it has a piece of metal there to protect it from breaking through, as well as a metal plate on the underside. And it's grooved. I guess that's to give it strength. There are a couple holes, maybe if you can see, just past the bolt there, a piece of black tape. There's one there, one there. It was like that when I bought it from them, but from what I understand, that comes with it, and use the black tape to cover those holes. I can't tell you what those holes are for, unless it's possibly for a different type mount, but the black tape does keep it dry. From this side, you can see the hinges, and like I said, they hold it up good. You pull down on it, it breaks right down. And the hinges up here, you can't really see them. They're hidden up under this groove. That's it, the Sport 20 SV from Sears. Works great. Now if you got your arm up in there, this is not a sharp edge, it's rounded. That edge fits right over this edge. But it has closed on my arm before when the wind blew it when I had my arm in it. And I mean, it's so light, it doesn't hurt. It didn't cause any damage at all. It fell and I just lifted it right back up. Alright, so if you're looking for a way to save on room in your van or your SUV or any type of vehicle, I guess, this is an awesome way to go. It'll hold a lot of luggage and definitely save you some room inside your vehicle. Now, there was a time I said I would not have one of these things. I was a lot younger and a lot less practical at the time. I also, at the same time, said I wouldn't drive a minivan. That's a minivan. So, things happen in life, cause you to change your mind, look at things differently, change your perspective. So, look at this stuff. This is what we carried. It's 2 large pieces of luggage and 1 small, and then a bag of dirty clothes. Honestly, these are all 3 still full. I'm not quite sure. We always end up with full pieces of luggage on the way back and a bag of dirty clothes. I don't know. But anyway, that's what all was in the luggage carrier and not in the van. One last thing, if you do buy one of these things, just be aware we do fit in most drive-throughs, whether it's ATM, a bank, or even, you know, like McDonald's, the fast food stuff. But I don't know about every vehicle. An SUV sits higher than this thing, so I'm not sure about those. I definitely wouldn't take it in a parking deck, and you can't take it in a car wash. So anytime you do have it on there, you got to remember and be mindful. Don't forget it's up there, because if you try to go through a car wash, that's not going to work. If you try to hit a parking deck, you're going to hit the parking deck, literally. Okay guys, that's it. I hope this video helped. I hope you liked it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out my other videos on the channel before you leave. Have a great day.